Did you know that one of the major reasons why you don't get your financial objectives achieved is because you always start on the wrong foot? So in today's video, I'm going to show you that one thing that you need to do to help you achieve your financial objectives. If you're ready, let's get started. Hello managers, we are 200 subs. Thanks you for making it happen, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. If you are new here, please subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notification so that anytime I post a video, you'll be the first to watch, because on the management desk we promise to provide you relevant and practical financial information that will help change the narrative of your business and that of your personal finances. So our objective for the year is to help us or go through the journey of taking hold of our personal finances, and by doing so, we're going to start off the year with financial planning. And in today's episode, which happened to be the first episode, we're going to talk about net worth. I'm sure you might have heard a lot about the net worth of Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg, and all the rich people we have in the world. So in today's episode, we're going to look at what net worth is and how you can compute your net worth, and then round the whole video by looking at the importance and the relation to financial planning. Let's get into it right away. Alright guys, so when we talk about net worth, what we are basically saying is that net worth is a measure of your financial health or your wealth. In this case, it's just looking at your assets that you possess minus your liabilities. And for the purpose of this video, assets will be that kind of things that you possess that has the ability to generate income for you, and the liabilities also have the tendency of taking cash from you. So examples of assets will include your car, your house. You can look at some of you might have goodwill, brand names that are able to get you some cash, and in this case you have to ascribe values to them if you are calculating or computing your net worth. So if you pick your house, if you pick your car, if you pick your business, you can look at it and then ascribe some values. But in doing so, you need to be very cautious, or you need to be careful not to overestimate, because that will also give you a wrong impression, which might not be the case. So you always want to look at, maybe compare prices or market prices for values that are on the market, and for things like maybe your car, your television set and all that. Those assets are depreciable assets in the sense that they lose value over time, and so you want to be careful not to overestimate those values. So putting all these things in mind, if you need the assistance of a professional to help you do that, you can as well get that. But you can also try and then find some estimates that will be helpful in your computation, and that in this case should be reasonable estimates so that you are able to see the true picture. And then when it comes to your liabilities, we are talking about things that can take cash from you. So let's say if you have a student's loan, you have a credit card that you have to pay a balance on a credit card. If you have a mortgage that's supposed to service every period or every month, that becomes a liability. So at the end of the day, the bottom line is what is important. In a simple mathematical equation, your net worth is equal to your total assets minus your total liabilities. For example, if you have, let's say, your total assets, which include your financial and non-financial assets, equal to, let's say, $10,000, and then your liabilities equal to, let's say, $5,000, what it means is that you have a positive net worth of $5,000. At the end of the day, if you have to sell everything today, you can pay off your debt. And if the reverse is the case, where you have a negative net worth, what it means is that even if you sell everything that you have or you possess, you cannot be able to service all your liabilities. So this is the starting point that every one of us needs to do to be able to establish our position, our financial health, and so that we can be able to plan properly. One important reason why you need to know your net worth is the fact that you are what your net worth says you are. There is nothing you can change about it. So if you go ahead and start planning, doing all those things without cognizance for the fact that you need to understand or establish or do a personal assessment and establish your current financial status, you'll be having it all wrong. The second important of knowing your net worth is the fact that it helps you do some sort of re-strategizing or refocusing. If you are able to establish and realize that, look, you have so much debt that you can't even service if you should sell everything that you have, it helps you get some, maybe decide whether you want to go into a business, you want to do something different, or you want to cut back on certain expenses to be able to cut off or reduce the amount of debt that you have. And that is one of the reasons why you need to know your net worth. And it helps in your personal financial planning, because at the end of the day, that gives you an idea of what objectives or what goals to start with, right? So if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit on the like button, and if you haven't yet subscribed, please do so by hitting on the subscribe button. Turn on the post notification so that anytime we post a video, you'll be the first to watch. And to put everything together, you know the relevance of net worth and the fact that it helps you know your financial health. You need to start or take steps in calculating it. But in doing so, there are certain things that you need to pay attention to. One, you do not have to overestimate. Make sure you do this by considering the fact that some asset that you have might have some sort of depreciable characteristics, in the sense that over time you might lose some value. The next thing you need to also take into consideration is to also look at the fact that you can't put everything together. Otherwise, I know some of you end up adding your shoes and all those things that you have. So you need to get a threshold. If it's, say, let's say $500 cut, you know that, okay, anything $500 or more will fall into the assets that you compute, right? Okay, and then again, to conclude, what you need to do is to do this on a month-on-month or year-on-year basis, because one of the most important things, knowing your net worth, is to help you track your financial progress. So if, let's say, this month your net worth is, let's say, $100,000, and the following month is $80,000, it tells you that you are backtracking, and then you have to sit up and do something about it. And if the reverse is the case, where you're 100,000 this month or this year, and the following year you're 120,000, it means that you're making progress in your finance. I hope you find this video useful. Please make sure you share. This year, let's take this channel to 1,000 subscribers, because there is more to come your way. Thank you so much for watching, and see my next video.